Trash to Cash Locker Room Cast. How's it going, everyone? I'm Dave, the ADHD fella.
Welcome to the clickbait.
Welcome to the clickbait to Reseller Locker Room. Carrie had some sort of cool name, and I don't know how to show it. I'm not as good at StreamYard as everyone else is.
Yeah.
I'll try to work on that.
It was a really good name, too.
It looked creative, but I don't create a banner, brand.
Yeah, all you have to do, you just click one button, I think. You just click one button.
We don't have names up here.
That's what that's what we're talking about,
We've
Grandpa.
done it, Dave. Dave, yes, okay, but I'm assuming you know how to do this. You've done it 500 times. My name has always been in there.
Can you see this? Entitled this podcast, entitled Picker
D-Bag
yells at you. Entitled D-Bag yells from Sex Cabin.
Why can't I find it?
And also switch me and Carrie while you're at it.
Okay.
Oh, look at you.
Like being on top.
I am so confused by this. Banners. Dave, okay, show. Here we go. There's something.
That's not what?
This is the high quality.
You just do like it's under
I can't find it.
It's really easy. I swear I even know how to do it. Can I do it for mine?
Maybe, try it.
Let me try.
I can do this little thing where I put Thrifted Spirits logo on Kevin's screen.
Do that. Let's sponsor Kevin's segment. Let's sponsor each one of our squares. That's a good idea.
I don't know, dude. I can't. There's something weird.
That's a great idea.
Maybe it's because I'm using a reusable studio. I don't know.
Well, let's just forget it, Dave. This
is
Dave.
It doesn't matter.
Not going to be able to forget.
We've already started off the podcast hot. Let's keep it going.
Yeah. Let's talk Uncle Steve. Let's bring it to that.
Uncle Steve.
Right off the bat.
Keeping it hot. Uncle Steve. How's it going, Uncle Steve? We were talking about how Uncle Steve likes to rush through yard sales before Carrie got in here. And we're also talking about Elton John's magical voice. But we're going to focus on the Uncle Steve portion of the segment.
Let's go to Saturday Night's All Right.
I bet Uncle Steve could sing that song like a champ.
You're drinking the most bougie drink ever. I'm obviously getting into alcohol. I'm starting alcohol now that I'm going to Florida. I'm gonna be so lit. It's gonna be fun.
Dude, you look at my hands, bro. I got wait, can you even see it? Did I actually do that good of a job of washing? I got paint all over me.
I know,
I
dude.
got most of it off.
You sent aggressively sexual videos of you painting the walls of our house.
I said people have been complaining about the
nothing
direction
wrong with
this podcast is going.
Look, then tell him not to send me aggressively sexual videos, and then we're cool. We could talk about.
Send him any video.
That's fair. Well, no, I sent him. Literally, I just sent him a video. I said, Tina, film me doing this so Carrie knows how much I care for them. I'm painting his house at this
Dave's
point.
A sweetheart. People don't know that. Dave's a good dude.
I had to.
Kevin's a sweetheart. I'm the best of the three of us. I'm the best.
Listen, Carrie's renting from my papa. And the last tenant didn't treat the house great, and so we're out there just fixing up the house because some tenants just aren't respectful of property, right? And so they left quite a mess and stuff.
It's very all the Florida things you'd expect, right? Like holes in the wall. Like I'm sure there's a few holes in Kevin's wall just from the rage.
3 holes in the wall, which I think is impressive to get 3 holes in the wall, and you know, damaged countertops and. You destroyed all the appliances because why would they need to work anymore? Why? We're replacing all the appliances.
So the next yard sales are going to be a dishwasher, laundry machine.
Al's putting new ones in tomorrow, but it's been a thing. And today my job was deep cleaning the kitchen and painting the walls. And
you got to remember, me and Dawn.
I got to go back tomorrow.
Me and Don are like college students. We will eat off paper plates and red Solo cups if we need to. We're fine with that. It's much easier.
Don writes your name on yours.
It's true. I don't want to mix.
And Tina did an impressive
Don's always
job.
Drinking hard liquor. I'm just sarsaparilla usually or Shirley Temples.
Tina did an impressive job in the shot. See, this is the thing, and me and Tina knew this was going to be the case. My dad has been working on it. But he's so distracted and working on 8 million different projects.
And Dave is so focused.
No, I'm not. But Tina's a very good cleaner. She used to have a little company we called Tina's Cleaners. And so Tina goes over there and she just destroys all the messes like a champ. They're like, oh, we've been trying to clean this shower for a week and we just can't get the grime off.
I've seen what
she's
she
like,
does
check it out.
To your eBay room. It's like Dave destroys it and I come back 20 minutes later.
Nasty right now.
And Tina's got it clean.
Yeah,
there's just piles of poop. There's just sometimes you just don't even leave.
Well, sometimes you gotta go. Well, okay. So the point was, Uncle Steve is a fast yard sailor. I the more I pick, the more I become a slow yard sailor. And I even called Carrie about this because I went with, the twins, mom and her twin, Yay. And they are both like back in the car within 3 minutes. They're like sitting in the car waiting for me within 3 minutes. And I feel guilty picking with them. Like I feel like I'm holding them up or something. Do you feel that with Uncle Steve when you go? He's a fast picker.
Well, I don't feel guilty about it. I just get frustrated about it.
No, guilt's
I'm
a
not
feeling
guilty. He knows.
Kevin
if he
doesn't
gets in
have.
the car with me. It's not going to be. I can go through. It depends on the art sale. Some of them I can go through quick, but if there's stuff to dig through, if there's stuff under tables, behind tables, you can be sure I'm going to look at it.
Well,
he walks in like, "Hey, do you got golf clubs?" Nope. I'll see it. Now he'll peek around on his way out. And
sometimes you will. Even though you feel like you went slow, you'll watch your footage back and you'll be like, oh, I still didn't even look through that toe and I didn't do that and I didn't do that. So I find, but there is time, like there's an internal pressure on me, especially when I'm with people. Cause I mean, not probably with you guys, it wouldn't be as much, but with, I either go with Tina or my mom and they're not like hardcore pickers. And there's definitely a pressure of like, I got to get moving. I've been here for like 40
Dave
minutes.
is not a slow yard sailor. He's a fast yard sailor, but he
thorough.
will look at everything quickly. Like he could go through a whole flea market, and Carrie's like on line 2.
Yeah. Well, Carrie was going quick when I went with him.
Yeah, yet Dave's still buying just utter nonsense and then giving it away.
He's not doing that. He's utter nonsense in a good way.
Well, okay,
he spent $400 on this plush lot that I told him don't buy it, dude.
Yeah,
it's a mistake.
No, listen. Okay, so what happened this week? And I was honestly like, me and Carrie and Rod have all made like a pact to just send Kevin good fire finds all winter. Even if we don't find fire, we're just gonna fabricate
blood oath.
it.
We called it.
Yeah, just to annoy Kevin is our goal.
Land of milk and honey, man.
Yeah, and so I went out Saturday and I didn't find like crazy fire stuff, but I did go to this one sale where this guy had old t-shirts like Y2K and late 90s
which
stuff,
I love,
which Kevin loves. It's not that it's
this
like
is what
amazing stuff.
I want to find the actual Mac from Mac and Me because I know how upset Kevin will be. Have you seen Mac and Me before?
I used to watch that movie all the time.
Yeah, me too. Maybe you're a little too old for that, but like me and Dave's generation, it was like a McDonald's themed like alien movie from 1988. Mac and Me,
like Mac Headroom.
No, Mac, like his name's just Mac.
Oh my gosh, they talked about that on. Wait, what?
I know.
Dude, Paul Rudd. Just watch Conan O'Brien, Paul Rudd interviews, and you'll know what Mac and Me is. But
Max, not Mac. Max.
Yeah, Mac, like MAC. But like Mac and Me, I'd love like the puppet. That would be dope.
Well, Dave.
I was looking. So like this sort of stuff. It's not like the craziest find ever, but it's some stuff like this. This is the band Live. You ever heard of them?
Yeah, I had to explain to Dave who Live was. He did not know who Live was.
On a Screen Stars tag, so like pretty solid stuff.
You don't know who Live is either, Kevin? Really?
We thought
I feel like
know.
I kind of do, but I don't. I just
Dude, imagine this, Kevin. This is how we should all be. He back in the day, in the early 90s, he had a shaved head, dude. He was so cool. But then he had like one ponytail all the way down, but a shaved head and a ponytail.
Dude, we should do that. I think
we should all do that.
Would look good with that.
Dude, I think that should be like the thing that we do in our 40s. You've only got a few years left, Kev.
No, we need to bring the rat tail back.
That's basically the rat tail.
So 55
Ponytail?
shirts. I got 55 shirts for $1 a piece, and the guy is like talking about, I've got like 100 more, and I've got really good band. Because
that's
a lot of
what
more
blows my mind, Dave. Around here, I'd be like, you got 100 more, dude.
Yeah.
Here's like my phone number. Here's my blood type, and do not sell them to anybody else.
Well, so I went back today, and he's not there yet. They said, he worked the late shift. He's not going to be here for like a couple more hours. And I was like, all right, I'll look around, right? The first time I went there, I was so hyper-focused on the shirts that I didn't really look around.
And found a bunch of good stuff.
This time, like I bought 55 shirts in, whatever. I'd say they're
for
minimum about $10 a piece, but some are going to be 15, 20, and there's a few that are like $40 to $50 shirts, right? So they're just solid, like everyday bread and butter shirts, but
yeah, you'll sell 2 shirts.
A lot of biker stuff. Yeah, exactly.
Sell the rest on Dibdit.
But while I'm waiting for him to get there, and I'm like, putzing around, I sent Kevin this and Bragg this morning. I don't know if he saw it because he's on vacation, but I found a golf bag. You didn't see that?
No.
Oh, dude. The first thing I see is Scotty Cameron.
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah,
that was
$500 Scotty Cameron. Yeah, at that same sale, $20.
I thought you sold. I didn't think you found it today.
No. And he had a Bettinardi that's
gosh.
a super rare bet. I sent it to Uncle Steve. He's like, oh, that's a really rare Bettinardi.
Yeah,
it's an old
that's-
one.
yeah.
It's like a $400 to $500 Bettinardi. And then I got a whole bunch of, I think I bought, what was it? 5, 6, 7 clubs. Pretty much the lowest value one was $80, but most of them are 150 plus. And I spent $150 at his sale for those. So it was a lot of fun.
Dude, between those shirts, did you get the shirts?
He didn't bring them. He said, so he didn't show
That's
up,
why you
but
get a phone number, Dave.
I said, can you call? Well, no, listen. I said, can you call him and see if he's bringing shirts? And she had him on speakerphone. He said, I really don't have that many that I want to sell. So he didn't want to sell them was the problem. So he wasn't actually going to bring
still
them.
get the number and say when you want to sell them. I'll buy. I'll pay up.
But he did have a little paintball gun attachment that was brand new that I think sells for $200 as well. So I did really good at that sale. Like, crazy good.
Yes,
crazy
so,
good.
dude, like
thousands of
$2,000.
dollars. Yeah,
$2-3 grand. Jeez.
That was good. But yeah, that was just random Sunday morning. Kevin, how was your morning? What'd you find?
Today, Sunday morning. First of all, I'm not at home. Second of all,
where are
they
you,
don't
by the
have
way? Are you in
Sunday
some sort of
sales.
swing cabin? What's going on there?
He's on swingcation.
Oh, you're on swingcation.
Turner had a tournament.
Turner
Somewhere
tournament.
in the Smokies.
Did you have to go through any like flood zones or anything?
No, I didn't see anything.
Okay.
The Smokies. All I think of when I hear the Smokies is like there's got to be like old dudes, like railroad reseller type people that singing like the big top Candy Mountain, like everywhere. Just
That's
everywhere.
a great
Is
song,
this
by the
this is
way.
one of
It
your?
is a good song.
This is one of your rental
From your
properties,
old days.
Kevin.
No,
Are you in one of your rental
he's
properties?
so
It's one of your.
He has
No.
many rental properties. He also has the lake. Oh, you're at the lake house. Kevin's lake house, guys.
Dude,
You
people
should
believe
That's
see it. It's
imported. That's
amazing.
imported Egyptian wood.
Does one man need 40 jet skis?
Kevin-
Probably
yeah.
not, but he
No.
has them.
Yeah, he doesn't use them.
The
I didn't
Kevy
even
party.
get to go to sales, y'all. I went Friday. We left to come here, and there was one Friday sale, and it was a late starter. And I'm like, I can't quite go. We got to get out of town quick enough because Turner had practice at this location before the game, and I'm like, I can't do it. My dad's like, you got to get up here. I'm like, dang it. So I get up there and I drive up the road. I knew I'd be late at this point, but I went up to that sale, and I wish I would have been there when it started. So, but I
Kevin,
was late.
what
We-
are
we
your
managed to get-
responses to the accusations that you're a dip beep?
Oh,
Yeah.
so Dave would normally
Shy-yite.
delete these comments, but since it's about me, he just leaves it. I
Yeah, I
appreciate
hearted
it.
it.
That's what I
No,
did
well,
for
yeah.
everyone,
Well,
too.
I mean, we support
think I
common
responded
sense
to it.
comments.
Did I
No, that
respond
was
to it?
no. Wasn't that comment over in
it's
the
Trash
heckling
Trash.
guys comments?
No.
Oh, was
Oh,
it ours?
maybe.
Oh,
Oh, I don't
Yeah,
know.
what's up?
No, it was.
If
in
he's
ours.
listening, it's
Hi,
early in
Heckin'
the
Steve.
podcast. He might, be in between
might make it
drag.
12 minutes,
Yeah,
yeah.
he might make it
Heckin'
in between
Steve.
drags of his vape or whatever. But
He
look,
commented-
dude,
He
you got to
vapes a
do your.
lot.
He's got to do his own research if he wants to roast us. He's
Start
got to
on
do his
number
own
one.
You gotta
research.
watch it.
Yeah.
I will say he
Gotta
had
watch
some
all of-
good one-liners in his latest. I mean, I got to appreciate talent when it's being shown. But anyways, a lot of vaping. Easy on the vaping. I
Yeah,
just watched
dude.
another podcast where some girl's lung collapsed from vaping too much. You got to be careful with the vaping. They don't even know all the stuff it's stewing to you yet. It's a new
Yeah,
thing.
it's like smoking Zen.
It's like Zen. It's like Zen
yeah.
or whatever Kevin's got in his butt. I don't know what it is, but he does it constantly.
Yeah.
So, Kevin,
straight caffeine.
You're
Enemas, right?
you're in a cabin. Is it?
in a cabin.
You're not in a cabin.
No,
It's
I'm in a
all wood
cabin.
walls. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
in a
yeah.
cabin.
So who else is there? Just your family?
My in-laws, my mother.
Okay. So
Turner,
Turner has a
Reagan,
tournament. Most people when
Bubba.
when my family has a tournament, I usually hit up the La Quinta or perhaps the Super 8, and it looks like you've rented an entire fancy.
Yeah, you've rented.
There's
what's-
9 people here.
Burl
what's
Ives'
the
place
difference
or
in
something.
cottage?
Did they
9
need to
people.
all be like on your wallet? Like they couldn't
Well,
buy
they're
themselves
on
the
my
La
wallet.
Quinta room?
No, they don't all need to be, but they somehow are.
But when you have the kind of money that you have from
Oh
swindling
my
old ladies,
Yes, we're going cross country, and me, Dawn, 2 cats, and a dog are going to be staying in a Motel 6, and I'm going to be
Kevin-
sleeping on the floor because the animals have to be in the bed. I think.
would you say more of your wealth came from ripping off old ladies at yard sales or tricking them on the internet with your videos? Which one's bringing more wealth?
He's
at
like
this
he's
point?
like
just-
like
this is-
This is
a
for
picking
Heckin' Steve if he's
catfisher.
watching.
Yeah.
So last
We're giving 'em-
episode, you guys just were relentless with me, and this one is well on its way to being
Good.
Let's give him. Let's be nice. Kevin wants us to be nice. We should be.
Did you read
original.
the comments? You read the one critical of me, of course, but did you read the other ones?
That's the only one I saw.
We have not mentioned your 11 teen nipples in years.
Yeah, 3 more than whatever you're thinking at
Dave,
home.
how is it like to be on a real reselling podcast where they talked about reselling?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Look.
Was I on one?
Yeah.
Speaking of comments,
If I wanted to learn how to sell $7 items free shipping, I wouldn't even watch a podcast at that point. I would just do what I've always done.
Did a lot of people view that podcast?
Dude, it was good. I was like, man, this would be a lot more watchable with Dave on it. You should just be on all the podcasts.
I should just go on every reselling podcast and help guide them into like completion.
The comments is like
Guide being into completion. Gosh.
I watched this podcast to get away from Dave. I'm unsubscribing. That's what I read.
Oh yeah, that guy.
You had some. You had some outstanding lines in that. I'm not joking. Like really good. Like it made me appreciate how funny you are because usually like I'm just ripping.
I don't think they took it as funny. Speaking of vaping, I think
the 420 podcast, and there's something you said after the 420 podcast.
Oh yeah, Ben vapes. I think.
Yeah, well, you said a whole bunch of funny stuff. Go back and look.
He's like, is it really worth doing this, guys? You really don't make any money. And Ben, I can see Ben getting. He goes.
Oh, that was so good. That was so good.
Doubles down on it.
No, listen. Okay,
you're a guest over there. You're supposed to be
I was
nice to
fresh.
people.
Listen, I was fresh off the Reseller Leftover podcast, and they were talking about how expensive it is to do their show. They have to pay for StreamYard, which, by the way, at this point, guys, if you don't want the stupid watermark thingy, it's $50 a month for StreamYard. Literally $50 a month. So it is expensive.
Do we pay for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, but they were also talking about how they pay for like this thing called Podbean, which is like to, send it out on audio to all these other things, which does make it a little easier. But that, I can't remember what they said it was, but I think it was like $500 for the year or something. Like it's not nothing. It was not nothing. And so I was, fresh on the topic of, oh my gosh, people spend a lot of money, and if they don't have like a lot of views, i.e. Locker Room, I'm sorry, but you guys check it out. I was recently on an episode. Let's get it to 1,000.
It's performing significantly better than a typical episode.
No, it's at 600. But 400 of you go check it out.
The only one who's going to get the views, like I couldn't get what Dave got. Kevin would get them up.
Kevin would get 1,000.
Kevin would get them up. He would.
Kevin would get him up. I brought him to completion, but Kevin would get him up.
Kevin will get him up. Dave will take him home.
But anyways,
I'll just be watching.
That was fresh in my mind when they were talking about it, and I kind of might have said multiple times it was a waste of their time, which was just mean. It's just punching down.
It was mean.
It's not appropriate.
Yeah, that's why we can make fun of Kevin incessantly because it's punching up.
Yeah, and they do make money. They make money from us. We subscribe to their channel. I think we're at the highest tier Skybox member over there. So
what do we get for that? What do we get?
They say Trash to Cash podcasts and promote us to their audience. So
that's our audience, though.
Yeah, but
it's the same people.
It's more about just sharing, like giving back to the community, Carrie. We're a really, selfless podcast, and we're wanting to give back to the community.
That's the dollar that we're giving to them.
I think we might also subscribe to the Locker Room, or not the Locker Room, the Information Network. But I can't remember. I know I meant to do it, but I don't know if I ever did it.
Yeah, I think you did.
Did I do it? Yeah,
I think you did, at least for a time.
Let me know, Tim, if I haven't. I know I was planning on it, but I think I might.
Tim, speaking of Tim, I had to send him a message. I knew. I'm like, I wish I was with Tim right now with that Hail Mary.
What's the Hail Mary?
You don't know what a Hail Mary
is? Catholic church thing?
It's a prayer.
Yeah. You owe. Speaking of which, you owe many Hail Marys, my friend.
Probably.
Get on it.
So, is that a football play? Okay, what do they do? They throw it far.
The Commanders, the Redskins, Commanders, whatever the heck they are. They chucked it 55 yards and got a touchdown.
It's like a last-second play, and it's not very likely.
Dave.
Did they win?
They did. They caught it and won.
Was it like one of those moments where Tim probably jumped and said like many F words?
No, we just had.
I think
Kevin just sent a picture of Tim. He just sent a picture of Tim looking exhausted, like laying down. And then I'm like, "Why are you sending us
the one that
weird...
Tim was saying, I wish I was holding you or something."
It was. What
was that all about?
Kevin gave us no context to the picture.
I figured.
I'm like, why are you
be watching?
Maybe there's some sort of meaningful embrace that happens with the Commonwealth picker after a Hail Mary is performed. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Next time you guys see him at an event, do the Hail Mary and see if you get an embrace. There you go.
It's
going to be a weird one. Hey, when they come to the container sale, November 17th or whatever, that Sunday, Kevin.
I talked to Mike Metco, Campanelli.
Is he going to come down?
He said he is. He thinks he is. So
I
was hanging out with them yesterday. Him and sunny Las Vegas and Archie Soda City Soda Biscuit City Butt.
Humble brag? Is this a humble brag?
That's just all the people anybody needs to know.
You're very popular.
We were at Yard House. We were at Yard House.
No, what's her name?
Oh, not Niche Lady. No,
Niche Lady. Yeah, Niche Lady.
Niche
Lady. You were hanging out with her. Yeah, I heard you guys were going to open a little shop with little antique booths, and there's going to be an American arbitrage section.
Dude, we had back in the day. I had a shop with little consigners in it. Yeah, we did that, dude.
Was that profitable?
Then you would.
No, definitely not.
No, because you wouldn't make them pay. Can you see Carrie trying to make people?
No,
pay?
we got to the point where we actually just had a few consigners at the end, and we didn't even want to charge them because it's so hard to run those. And we would just, if they sold stuff, but they helped us have cool stuff though. We curated them.
Was it all overpriced though, or was it priced well in there?
Well, Dawn charged shipping, even though they picked it up. We'll put it that way.
That sounds like a Dawn thing. I've seen her do that.
100%.
Dawn charges me shipping when I hang out with them. She's like, "Yeah, it's gonna cost you $40 in shipping, Dave." We didn't even do anything.
Every time we go to the review, you $40.
So Carrie's coming in hot next week, Kevin. He's gonna come in this week. Oh my gosh, it's this week. Yeah. When do you leave? Today? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow at in the afternoon.
Okay, so he's coming in hot. The day after he gets here, we're going to the Browns flea market.
Yeah, we're gonna get there after 4 days straight of traveling and go to the Browns, and then the next day.
Are you gonna make a pit stop in South Alabama or South Georgia or wherever Mike lives?
No,
Destin.
He is coming though.
We probably aren't. But yeah, Mike's coming on Sunday to the
No, I think Mike's coming.
He's coming on Friday.
I think he's coming Friday. Yeah,
you're right. He told me that today. You're right.
So
I'm looking forward to coming down there because my picking is dried up here. So you are now punching down when you punch me and send me those pictures because it's hard. I have way more stuff than I need right now, but
we will never do it again.
So you have more than you need, but what do you need more stuff for then?
Well, it's because I'm doing alternative sourcing here. I'm not out there garage sales.
Alternative sourcing.
Yeah, dude. The universe is immense yet small. I know what you're saying, dude. I'm on the wavelength, bro.
Yeah.
You're listening to AM radio at 2 a.m. I know what you're doing. Me too.
AM radio.
Me too.
So Kevin, you weren't able. Okay, what state are you in? Can you tell me that?
I'm in Tennessee.
Okay, were you able to source on the way?
No.
Or in Tennessee?
It was Friday. No, my boy had a game early in the morning and had to be there like 7:10. Mm-hmm. And so I looked for some sales so that I could drop him off, come back, and try to hit some sales and then come right back and watch his game. But there was only one sale that was remotely close to where that was at. And I was like, just forget it. Because I did go out to that sale on Friday and I did fill up the truck. So that was good.
With what kind of stuff? You probably already said it by zoned out.
No, I actually didn't say it. Yeah, all kinds of stuff. There's a Harley a pack seat in the package in there that's probably really good.
You should use that. It's probably the old one.
You should use that to sit on instead of that smelly thing you always are sitting on.
I haven't looked them up, but I got 3 high-end cameras for $3 a piece. They were thin digitals, but they were Canon and they were like heavy as all get out. I'd never seen them. They have to be like professional model ones.
If you could tell me, really you don't know the model name.
No, I did. I left. I literally drove home and told my dad, I was like, hey, could you pull this back into the house at some point?
Kevin's like, could you have my peons empty the truck and list all this for me before I get home?
No.
If they
I have to scroll on TikTok upon the throne for the next hour and a half.
Mm-hmm. TikTok's so brutal.
Dave,
you know what the problem is, dude? No, it's just I feel worse after 30 minutes of TikTok.
You have to
feel
curate
better after 30 minutes of YouTube.
You got to curate a more positive feed. You right now, my friend.
But it's not even like it's the content is not even substantial enough that I've gotten anything out of it. Like on YouTube, I can spend 30 minutes and I can feel like maybe I've learned something. Maybe I've well invested that time.
You're suffering from a
TikTok
phobia, a butt cheeks and phobia TikTok feed right now, and you need to broaden it. You need to start having sports cards in there like me, something that makes you happy.
It's all over the place right now.
Cincinnati Picker over there on TikTok has just got some big winners lately too.
Cincinnati Picker recently got roasted as well.
Oh yeah, I forgot
he
about
did.
that a little
Do you
bit.
think he knows? Did you send him a message?
I didn't
I'll
send
be
him a
honest.
message.
I'll be honest. I wouldn't. I mean, I'm not saying he did anything wrong because I'm a picker. I understand it, but I would never have done that. I would have felt so uncomfortable. The coming back to the guy with the money not being the same, but then him wanting money off. It was weird.
I would have just my big thing was I would have just bought all of it. He left so much behind. I would have been like, yeah, how much?
I felt like he was punishing the buyer by taking stuff out that was valuable, which I didn't understand why he would do that. And then he'd be like, well, that's not the right math. But then his math was off money too.
No, it wasn't. No, his math was
trying
not
to talk
off
him
money.
down.
He was like, let's get it to 40. Let me take this out. And he's like, well, it was at 47 before. Well, then it would be at 42, not at 40.
Well, right, but he was trying
That's
to...
nitpicky, though. That's nitpicky. For $2, really?
No.
Nah,
I don't
it's nitpicky.
Agree. Dude,
I know you don't...
Get out of here.
Dude, how many I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm just saying I understand why that would annoy people from the outside.
It seems to me that Kerry hates Cincinnati Picker.
I love John with an undying furnace of emotion and love. He knows this. We've spoke of it. But I'm just saying I am not like that. I can't do it.
This is garbage content. We need to at least give the backstory here, okay? So basically what happened, guys, if you didn't see this, John goes to a yard sale. He said he pulls up a whole bunch of stuff, video games, controllers, things like that. The guy's like, oh, like $65 for it all.
By the way,
no, they were
already priced well,
$65 for it all.
No, they weren't.
John's like, okay, let me take out this and this, and he takes out a bunch of stuff. He's like,
how are they not priced well?
Now? Oh,
he could have made for the reseller. He would have 2.5 times his money on that. It's $60.
I'm doing 3 times of my money on stuff that needs tested. Sorry. I think most people would agree with me in the comments, but maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe I'm just in the sports cards too much, where the margins are a lot smaller. Honestly.
Well, Dave, are you picking up controllers for $5 that you're going to sell for 15?
I will say I thought N64 controllers sold for more than that. That kind of surprised me.
But the other ones were just regular PlayStation ones.
But he took out the N64 and kept the PlayStation.
Right. Well, that was confusing
to me.
But I just don't think it's nitpicky. I can tell you.
Anyways,
right now,
we still haven't told them what happened, but let's keep arguing about it. Basically, you probably have gotten from context clues that John and a seller at a yard sale were arguing and kind of going back and forth. They were negotiating. How about that? Bartering and going back and forth, and they were not able to find a good price point that worked for them both. I can't remember if John ends up buying, but they did end up finding it. But anyways, the contentious part is like he was telling the guy his math was wrong. John's math was also wrong, but it wasn't. It was intentionally wrong because he was trying to lower the price. But, some people could say, oh, you were trying to trick the guy. His price was fair.
I don't think he was trying to trick the guy.
But his comments literally said stuff like that.
I don't think that at all.
No, I don't either.
I think he was just...
comments were saying.
I think he was not applying it both ways or being fair. I don't know. I would have just paid 40. Like, I feel like he was nitpicking over $5. It seemed silly, honestly.
Look,
he left the 2 best games. The action replays.
I feel like he was upset. I felt like the vibe to me, and I could be totally wrong. And I'm also like pro doing what he did because that's what pickers do. I'm not like that though, typically, because I don't like negotiating.
But Dave, even if you're right, which you probably are, I don't know. That kind of proves the point. When you're out there buying, pickers don't know everything, and he doesn't know what that stuff's worth exactly on all of that stuff. He doesn't know. So if you don't know, you want to pay it as cheap as you can possibly pay. I got no volume.
Yeah, Dave, what happened? But here's the thing: if it's $60 and $40, right? If it's 60 and 40, if it's that bad of a margin already, then why are you even trying to get the deal? Like, if $20 is going to make or break a deal, it seems.
If you don't know,
I understand. If he didn't know, I don't think he knows though. I bet he's pretty good. I mean, he's better than me.
Because $5 is $5. $20.
No, I get it.
And you go out to yard sales, dude.
Wait, Kevin, what is $10?
Yeah.
If you can save $20 at a yard sale and you do it 1,000 times a year, my goodness, you're saving a lot of
$14 million.
I'm just saying.
You're right. No, you're right. That's a good practice. I agree with you.
And
no, I would do it too.
Strong arming the guy. He didn't make it, sell it to him.
I would do it too. It was just a very awkward negotiation. The way it was executed was uncomfortable. That's all. And I think that's why people were getting fussy about it, because it was handled weird.
If you would have watched that video without the commentary, I don't think you'd have felt that way.
I think he kind of highlighted it in his title and stuff, didn't he? Though, like
Maybe.
Yeah, awkward negotiation.
Yeah, you'd go in.
Okay,
and
it was awkward.
Would, yeah.
So he knows
it was
it's awkward. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't shady or anything
awkward.
like that.
Oh, we're not calling it shady.
So
wasn't
you guys
shady
are
at all.
fucking Steve sycophants is basically what
we
you're
are super
saying.
fans. We are super fans.
Yeah, I am I'm a sick fan. Yes,
I
sick.
purposely did a video today.
He's picked the world's smallest niche, though.
I'm the next one up, so I figured I'd just give it to him on a platter.
Yeah. Well, oh yeah. What did you do?
Yeah.
What video did you release?
I put a video where it's an estate sale. And you'll see the thumbnail's not good, but it makes the point that I was trying to make. Where I don't know what I called it, like yard sale. I don't know. You can look at it. I'm not looking at it, but
bro. Can you put a little picture of Heckin' Steve's head in the thumbnail? Just somewhere, just hiding there?
That would be funny. That would be funny.
He's done one on me. I'm sure he'll get one again.
He's so good.
That's fine.
He did one on you already? Like a whole video?
Yeah. And this is what I'm trying to say. You know, the one he did on me was he didn't realize everything was edited. He's like, you can't wait 5 minutes for a guy to give you a price on something. I'm like, dude, I waited 30 minutes. I edited it out. What do you want me to film just sitting there? I waited 30. I mean, it was maybe not 30, but it was dang near 20 minutes. I sat there and waited for a price that he could never give me. And then he's like, look, those games are worth $600.
I don't know what the difference.
They're worth $200. They're not worth $400. They're worth $400. I think I offered $200 or $250 and they were worth $400. And he's like, that one right there is worth $400. And it's just not right. He's not right. And so
what's the difference?
Stuff,
what's the difference between us trying to get people to watch our videos through, creative titling, right, and thumbnails, and him just doing the same thing to get attention, right?
Well, he said that about
going
Paul.
after
He
people.
said, "Look at this lazy video. He's just putting up a camera in front of him." Like,
he's literally just talking about the lazy video. What's the difference?
Content? I'm like,
he's gonna enjoy this.
No, I hope he does one on Trash to Cash.
I will say this.
That'd be fun.
I do respect people's hustle.
Well, and the fun thing about that is, like, if
I don't have anything against him doing what he wants to do, but I do think he should at least be right. There's plenty to criticize from his point of view about what's right.
So, and I prefer it when he goes, like you said, not like so reseller deep, but just really just like child bully thing. Like, oh, look at Kevin's ears. They're like popping out his head, and look at his stupid nose and his ugly
bracelets or something, you know?
Oh, look at Carrie. He's going gray. Is that balding I see? Loser.
It's all true.
He does do that sort of stuff. Now, none of that was true, guys. I'm sorry.
No, it's very
I don't feel any of those things or believe them. You're not going bald, Carrie. It's just a natural.
Or a lot of those people
I'm learning to comb my hair creatively. And wear
a lot of those people who watch are video game people. So they're like they pay that price for the video game, but they want to play the dumb thing or have it in their collection.
Ooh, dumb thing.
Oh, dumb. Video games are dumb. Oh, are they?
Oh, wow.
A lot of them are.
Wow,
He even said that in his video.
Sorry, kids aren't running around with a stick and a little wheel or whatever the heck you used to play.
Well, look, if you're 50 years old and you spend half your life playing video games, then there's a problem.
Well, listen, I found some video games this weekend, and most of them were terrible buys. This is why he doesn't do videos about me buying video games, because I lose money every time I buy video games.
Yeah.
I bought Switch games.
Steve proof.
The Switch games are kind of like, I'll buy them because my Callie has a Switch and she plays it. And so if I see My Little Pony for $3, it's like, whatever, I'll just get it for her. But pretty much none of the buys were good.
I promise you, if he stumbles across a video of me, it's an old one, but I bought a PS2 backwards compatible or PS3 backwards compatible. What is it? It's a 3, right? Any rate, see, I don't know video games. And it was full of games, full of games.
So I was
the lady's like, I don't know, $40 or something.
Speaking of video games,
40. It was worth like $400.
I want to see if you guys can guess one of the hottest video games on the market right now, like that people are playing and doing videos about. Shaden's boyfriend told me about this today. Like, it's a big deal and it's kind of random and kind of amazing. Just take a wild guess. What's it about?
Burger Time.
It's a simulator game. I'll put that much out there.
Surgeon Simulator.
Yeah, it's kind of like surgery a little bit. I'll just tell you guys, it's a TCG shop simulation game. So like running a Pokemon gaming shop, and it's a simulation game.
It's very meta. It's
I was just thinking,
it would be like creating a listing simulator for eBay. Like just the
I'm saying there's going to be a
garage.
garage. There's got to be a garage sale simulator. I bet you there is a game of that out there.
I think Heck and Steve was playing it. It's like storage locker simulator
that'd be so
on his
cool.
channel. He's like opening up a storage locker.
See,
Control Alt
I just saw
Delete.
the thumbnail.
I just would love all the little vocal cues we could do. Like you press the letter C and it's just like grab into, reach into my fanny pack. Reach into my fanny pack.
So when I was a
we
kid,
could go places with that.
we
too.
had
could.
toys
We
everywhere.
should.
Not.
We should.
Sorry,
We had
Kevin,
toys
what's that?
everywhere, and then the video game system started coming in. And I didn't have an Atari, but we did have when I was a little older an NES, and we had all these cool toys. Right? Kids today, like I look at Turner's room, and there's not stuff everywhere in it. And I'm just thinking, as far as tangible things to resell to that generation, it's gonna be T-shirts and stuff that reminds them of their video games. Or stuffed animals of their video games.
Or will it be in-game outfits? So here's the thing. My son has been playing Fortnite since season 2 or whatever, a long time. And he has a ton of outfits because I spoil him and I pay him to do things for me. And so he gets to buy all the outfits because, he can edit and list on eBay. And he's always found ways to earn money from his pops. And I've gifted him some, things like that. Well, he was telling me, he's like, Dad, my Fortnite account's worth $34,000. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah. There's like a thing where you can punch in all your skins and your outfits, and it tells you the value of your account, and it's like $33,000.
Like, meaning that's how much he spent on it, or that's how much
he could
it's worth?
sell it for. No, he spent way less than that.
All right.
That's how much he could sell it
so.
for.
Yeah, because like some of the outfits have been gone for years.
You're going to start making an argument for NFTs before long, Dave.
Hold on. I was always the guy who bought like the newest cell phones, and I bought this Samsung Galaxy 10 or 9 or whatever it was, and it came with like this Galaxy skin. And he's like, just that skin alone's worth $4,000. Because I just gave him the code when I got the phone. I didn't care. And so he's like, yeah, it's worth so much money. And he's like, well, I need to sell it. I'm like, well, you're not allowed to sell it. This is the thing with NFTs, and this is the problem for resellers down the road. If these are the things that have value, Epic will not allow you to sell the skins. There's no way to sell them. You can't sell the account, or they'll just ban the account. They'll literally just take it offline. And so reselling now all of a sudden becomes very difficult if these NFTs aren't even resellable. So I don't know. And here's the thing: Kevin invests in these NFTs that aren't really valuable. Just Gary Vee says they are.
Yeah, they've lost massive amounts of money.
The real NFTs that are going to have value, Kevin, are the ones that actually created something for these children, right? So in 10 years, the Fortnite skins, that's what's going to have the value, not the random thing Gary Vee tried to trick his viewers into buying.
All right. So I got so many points to make for you. I got so many points to make.
Okay.
Allegedly. I'll stick with. Well, I'll do it. I don't want to go there. Look, this is something I've been talking about on my channel for a long time. About do you really own something? And when you get
has to take the credit for coming up with the idea. That's how he starts every.
I came up with the concept of ownership.
The whole thing Dave just said, I thought of first.
I said this is going to be a big issue because you're seeing it with tangible things that you can hold in your hand, and that was a huge big deal. And to me, it slowed down. Exactly. They have no right whatsoever. Constitutional law says they have no right. It's private property law, right?
Yeah. Wouldn't even let Kerry sell his body.
Yeah, the Constitution didn't even know about Reddit, though.
Do you remember Garth Brooks trying to do this with cassettes?
Yes.
And CDs? Okay, yes. And he lost. He lost because you bought it and you own it. You have the right to sell it, right? But now everything is digital, and it's a way different game, and that's what you're talking about right here, because the actual music itself is their property. But if they sell it to you on a tangible disc or something, it's your property. But there's a whole nother gray area. And so you're right. And yeah, I did talk about it. But it's important. I think it's important. And I think that's part of the problem regulation-wise with NFTs and stuff like that down the road, because they're getting a cut, right? If you sell that NFT later, that whatever that person is, they get a cut of that. Right. And so I think that's where it is. It's stupid for them not to allow the sale of it.
Oh, dude,
if they can get a cut on
so
it.
Much money.
Exactly.
If Fortnite created an in-game marketplace, like I think Counter-Strike, there's several games that have in-game marketplaces like that. I'm not sure which one.
But imagine if you're
Counter-Strike. But you could go in there and buy his costume for, $7,000, and Epic takes half. He'd be fine with that. They get 3,500.
Exactly.
He gets 3,500. Why aren't they doing that? They're kind of crazy.
There you go.
They're
They probably will eventually. Yeah. Well, because if somebody wants it bad enough, they want them to buy it from them. But
they can't. They don't sell it anymore.
It's not available anymore.
Okay, well there
That's
you go.
the reason they should absolutely
they should
let
take
them sell
that market. They should take that idea and run with it. I just want to know where the legal ramifications are going to come into this, because that's why these artists like Snoop and other people love this idea of NFTs and whatever, because they thought the idea of it could apply to their music, so their music could be released as digital only. I hate both of you. I mean, this is important
You
stuff.
smoke pot. There's nothing wrong with it.
Deal.
There's nothing wrong with smoking pot. It's fine, Kevin.
And your OnlyFans, it's creating passive income. And it's
dude,
easy,
exactly.
We're not judging you.
I just want, is this the new camera, and how much did you spend on it again?
This is not the new camera. I haven't even used the new camera yet. It's sitting right here.
Okay.
I
thought you used
it
it on the podcast and it was overheated.
It overheated, so I haven't touched it since. I need to probably return it. But
so I just want to point out to everybody, because you're acting like I'm somehow being non-frugal here, getting a giant place for 1,000 people here. You just spent how much just on a whim in a Best Buy?
No, listen. On a whim, I spent $2,000
on a camera,
dude. Unrelatable, dude. Unrelatable.
Yeah. But listen, it was me investing back into a small channel I have called cookingdaddy.com. I don't know where that's going to take you. Don't type that into the internet.
Type it in, guys.
Somebody just bought that.
I have no clue. Well, I'm going to check it. I'll be the guinea pig here.
Find out. Like, tell us. Just put everything on mute, though, before you look it up. Mute it. And then just visually tell us.
It's not good. I don't think you should go to it. It's blank, but it's got the little lock on the left with the line through it. Like, it's not a secure website. So I don't think you should go to it.
Unless you
it doesn't have HTTPS. It's only got HTTP.
Since you're finding such good
stuff.
you know
what? Reselling is good, but really I want to take a moment to thank our amazing Patreons.
I love them.
Up at the Wealthy as a Kevin tier membership level. Bodega Finds. I love Bodega Finds New York
with
City.
The Z's.
Gem Flipper. Who Ate My Chips? Buff and also the Stuff. Craig McLaughlin, Alexandria Pickers, Jake Ryder, CJ Benz Finds, Flipper, Skipper, Lady Arbitrage, No Nose Pickers, Brian Sempor, BL Superhero Headquarters, Mike Camparelli, Vintage Sports Flips, PaulsMerch.com, RaiseHeck Resell, and Logan Murky. These are all the people we were able to trick into giving us $25 a month on Patreon. Thank you,
speaking
guys.
of Heck and Steve,
Kevin got you.
Mike Death, I ain't get nobody. I never approved it either.
Kevin insisted.
Yeah. Heck and Steve, Mike Deathpile Picker is a member. Of Heck and Steve.
Yeah, he's paying Heck and Steve money. He's support. Listen, some of us who appreciate the ability to roast one another, we appreciate his art. We appreciate the craft.
Don't take any of this too serious, guys. We don't have to be in a warehouse talking about how we sold jeans for $20 all day.
Jeans.
We could just be funny. We could just
Let's talk
joke
about
around.
Jeans. I was telling Carrie, Kevin, I bought jeans. Look at these. Look at these jeans, Kevin.
Dave.
Those look like something Kevin would wear. First off.
They are
actually, what's the brand?
It is called, Carrie, you knew it. It was
it's LRG. Lifted Research Group.
Lifted Research Group.
Never heard of it.
And they all have
like
Y2K.
I mean, I think they had Y2K stuff, but
they all have tags.
It's not like high end, but it's like it's a brand that can sell.
Size 36. Most of them are size 36, and they're like 90% of them are brand new. And it looks like they comp out pre-owned for like 20. And so, like, look at that. The MSRP was 106. Look at, they got cool designs on them and stuff.
Okay.
I don't know much about clothes, but they kind of smell like vape. I think the guy was a vapor. That's the one dilemma. But I think that'll air out, right? Over time or not really?
Yeah, absolutely. No, it will. Yeah.
But Kevin, so the question is, would you buy 33 pairs of those? I did that yesterday.
For
33 pairs for $100.
Yeah,
oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
Sure. If they were 2012s and fit them,
the comps are, if you're showing $20, $20.
There was that other brand. There was some that was, there were some that were South Pole, which Carrie said is a decent brand.
I told him that that brand has made a little bit of a comeback. When we were kids, it was a terrible brand. It's like when you couldn't get Jinkos, you got South Pole.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look them up. South Pole jeans. I think I heard Dan.
I think it's simmered down. I think it's not as hot as it was a couple years ago, but like that's something. That's like something if you were at the bins,
$40.
If you were at the bins in Vegas, you would have to fist fight for those.
Really?
You would have to.
Are those new or pre-owned?
I don't know if this. I think those were pre-owned. The South Poles.
Okay.
I think those were pre. I think they were older. But yeah, the Y2K South Pole jeans are selling for like $30 to $40 on eBay. So I just got to list these. I think it's somebody should a good buy.
Timestamp the moment we taught some people actual reselling stuff.
Bolo alert of the week. Bolo of the week. Bolo of the week.
We're Pitiful. We got to do our segment, Pitiful Sale of the Week, at some point as well.
Slimming in clothes.
Oh, I haven't even looked at my sales. I have been really slacking on listing and shipping because I've been prepping Carrie's house for him to move here.
Yeah,
it's really costing me a lot of time. I'm going back tomorrow.
Now I feel bad.
It's okay.
I feel bad.
If it was me moving in, Carrie, you would have been like, no, don't worry about it.
I'm going back tomorrow at noon. We got more painting to do, more cleaning to do. I mean, they really made a mess, but it's starting to look quite good, honestly. It's getting there. I mean, hopefully Carrie likes it. Hopefully he doesn't. I don't want him to leave. I don't want him to get here and be like, I'm going back to Vegas.
I was hoping for you were going to paint the walls like a coral. Like, I like that kind of orange coral color. And
we haven't done the top coat yet. We just did like the Kills primer.
I could care less, man.
Oh, okay. No, I'll tell my dad you want coral. Coral, please. Carrie demands it, and gold fixtures.
Dave, I really liked on the podcast how you rubbed it in their face a little bit that they stole our segment, and then you couldn't even come up with a low dollar sale for them. It wasn't low enough for them.
I know. My lowest sale was like just their best sale. Sorry, guys.
Oh my gosh.
No, okay, so they didn't steal our other segment, which I really liked that segment too. So we got a couple segments, guys. We're segment people now.
Yeah, we're starting to take this serious. Get to the next level.
We're serious podcasters. The first thing we'll do is the segment that I liked last week. We tell someone something we sold, and then they try to guess what it sold for. Okay, so we're gonna tell you guys, and you can play along in the comments if you want.
Well, no,
it's also. Can we say this? This is a claim that we can't substantiate, and it's alleged. But this is a game, and this little thing, this segment is sweeping the nation right now.
That's true.
It's sweeping the nation.
I've heard many other people try to steal it. They've tried to imitate, but they failed. They've tried to imitate, but they failed. Okay, so I will go with. Do you want to go first, Carrie? Or you want me to go first?
No, you can go first. I was looking for something. So
okay. Transformers. Carrie might know this one. Carrie's good with the toys.
Okay.
Transformers. Actually, do I have? Let me get it. I'll show it to you. That'll make it more fun. Hold on. Talk amongst yourself.
Talks amongst me and Carrie are great at that. Did you notice on their podcast, Carrie, that Dave didn't even let them get the intro out? He stopped them from doing the intro.
He made it.
Already did it. Stop.
Yeah.
And
that was cool.
You
did their intro.
Doing the intro. Welcome to the Reseller.
So this is it. This is the transfer. I can't really see it. Dang
is it a G1?
No, it's like 2009. It's like 2009. So it's like.
Oh my gosh! Stop!
What's going on?
He's being attacked.
Nerf gun. They found the arsenal.
Anyways, Carrie, this is the ROTF. Oh my gosh, what is happening?
This is thumbnail.
Is it Heather doing it? It's got to be Heather.
Turner, bro. Oh my god.
Oh, it's Turner. Oh, okay.
Yes, it's my wife. I figured they would not have done that.
Yeah.
Hi, Heather.
All right, so it's Lockdown. Gosh. His name is Lockdown, deluxe model, 100% complete. Carrie, you guess first.
So that's my guess for that, 100% complete. I'm gonna guess 125. Sometimes with the like mid 2000s toys, especially when they're complete, they're no longer available, and like people are overlooking them, so they could actually be hard to find and fairly valuable.
All right, so he said 125. Kevin, your guess?
Well, I'm gonna say $99.
Ooh, Kevin's winning too much at this. $92.99. So,
but we both went over.
You both went over. Yes, we both lose. It was listed at $99.
I will say that
it was listed at $99. I sent a 10% offer, or maybe a 9% offer. I don't know, some weird offer.
That is a weird offer.
It has like maybe 8% offer. I don't know.
Who sends 8% offers?
Guys who are just wanting that extra 2%, which I got, and I also didn't promote it, which means I really got
Dave. It seems like, why would you argue over a couple dollars? It seems like, what's the point?
Yes, that is true. Thank you. Yes.
Yes, the
hey,
sarcasm.
You know what?
Okay.
Patreon member I Love Vintage NYC also just bought something for me on eBay. So thank you for the support there. She bought a little MCM platter for $20.
Is she from New York City?
She is from New Jersey, actually, weirdly enough.
Weirdly.
Okay, what's your sale, Carrie?
Well, I mean, all I've been selling is cards because we're moving.
Okay, well, we'll guess
but
it.
like,
I'm
this
really
is going to
good
be
at
the
guessing
guess,
card
okay? This card sold. I'll give you a little
Kevin's not
information
even
on
looking.
it. This is a Brian Branch rookie autograph, numbered to 99. It's what we call in the business a color match because it matches the Lions colors. Blue on blue.
Is that a patch?
I paid like $16, $17 for it.
But is it a patch? Is there like a patch of his uniform?
No, it's just an autograph.
Okay.
Only his autograph. And I started on a whatnot at $2 on an anytime auction.
I'm gonna say that sold for $31.
24.
You want me to tell you what it was?
Yes, that's how this game works.
$43.
Nice.
I got it. Nice.
It did really well. It was one of the better ones. It was one of the more the better ones that did well. They're hit and miss though. Sometimes the anytimes sell flat, and I've been experimenting a lot. I don't know if you're doing it too, Dave, but I've been doing like buy it nows on whatnot a lot.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
Yeah, I've been taking on so I'm trying to do a mixture of anytime auctions on stuff I feel confident about.
But I only listen. I've got like 1,000 things listed there. I probably sell one thing a week. But still, it's an extra
I've done 3 sales in like the last 7 days, and I got maybe 25 listings on.
On that note, I probably need to ship that. I sold some vintage brass horses on there. Oh, Kevin's got one of those little lit trees with the little thing.
Oh, first off,
70.
Before we say the price? What's the over under on whether he keistered that to get it?
Oh my gosh, that would hurt.
I'm going to say 100%.
In my throat.
That would hurt. You say in your throat?
Yeah,
Keister things in your throat. What is wrong with your mouth? That's a terrible breath.
We should blaze over that.
See how tall it is here. 22 inches, y'all.
Hey, we got something in common.
All
right, what do you got?
I think I already said $70.
I'm gonna say it's Kevin. So he's gonna gouge. I'm gonna say $101.
I didn't do the viewer tax. Dang it.
The viewer tax, $101.
It's 22 inches and it is complete and it works. It
sold one of those for $60. Let's see what Kevin got for it.
It sold on a 5% offer. Was originally listed at $199 plus shipping, so $190.
How? Wow. I just sold one of those for $60.
So you got $140 more than what it's worth just because you're Commonwealth picker?
Is it the brand?
No, it's if you look closely, the little pins, they're actually doves. And it is
those are pretty cool.
Yeah, it's got the star at the top. It's in perfect condition. It's tested working. Great picture, good title.
All right, I didn't see the doves. The doves are cool. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I went to a sale.
But you're right. Those prices you guys quoted are typically what they would do.
Yeah, 70 to 100.
It's almost like we're good at this.
Yeah,
like we're good resellers.
Yeah, we are
deep
really
down.
good. I went to a guy's sale and he had like sockets. You know what sockets are?
Eye sockets?
Kevin knows. Carrie probably
I know
doesn't.
what a socket is.
Yeah, it's like a skibidi do, like a toilet thing.
Oh, I bought a skibidi toilet that we could open on the show. I forgot about that.
Dude, open it.
Okay, so let me call Callie here, and I'll have her bring it to me. But no, it was like a strip of sockets, and there was some Snap-on and some Mac and some, which are good brand names. What was the other one? There was another really good brand name, but the guy wanted $100 for it. It's probably like $220.
The thrift machine sells those sockets
Hey, can you bring me my
individually.
Skibidi toilet thing so I can open it?
All right.
But
it was a mixed lot.
The FBI just heard that phone call. I hope you're happy.
It was on one of those plastic strips, but it had different brands in it.
Oh, so Tina was talking to me about, I don't know what you're talking about. I was on the phone. but listen, I'm going to change the topic. Unless it was important, we can go back to it, I guess.
It's all right.
Well, actually, okay, so Tina was talking to me about how in the 90s, like, we didn't have dumb things like Skibidi Toilet and really stupid,
No, we had plenty.
But we totally did. We totally did.
Dude, remember those hands? Those hands that you would hit stuff with?
Look at this. This is going to be the new Bolo, guys. It's the Skibidi Toilet Mystery Plush that I got at Walmart.
So it's different types of skibidis in a toilet?
It could be cameraman or by what's this other guy called? Speaker Man or TV Man? But come on, we all want the Skibidi toilet.
I want the Skibidi toilet.
So we're gonna open it. Callie's been looking forward to this. It's 13 plus, so I didn't want her to, open it without my
adult supervision.
I don't know why I was like, this needs to happen on the podcast.
No, this does. This is exactly our demo.
Bro! Yeah! Rizmasters or whatever the kids say. Dude, we're so demure.
Wait, do the kids still raise the roof?
Look at that. Woohoo, we got the Skibidi toilet here, Callie.
Dude, that's awesome, man.
It's yours now.
That's awesome, man.
Say Skibidi Riz as you leave.
That is my favorite plush I've ever seen with a head in a toilet.
I love that that's a thing.
I love it.
She said Skibidi, Ohio.
Yeah, I swear, I was walking up the steps of my apartment like a week ago, and there was kids like 7, 8, 9, 10, and they were just going like, Ohio Skibidi toilet. Ohio Skibidi toilet. And one kid was like, the Reseller. And I'm like, this is awesome. This is what kids should be doing.
So the ones me and Tina thought of, bodacious, radical.
Yeah, radical.
Booyah. What about this one? I don't know if you guys said this one, but we said this one a lot. What up, home skillet? What does that mean? Home skillet.
We said home skillet was a
home
good one.
Slice? What do these words mean?
I mean, I said dude. I still say dude way too much.
Dude's still pretty common. For even amongst my children, they say dude. So, yeah.
Rad,
I say dude.
Cowabunga,
But
said
Kevin,
a lot
back
when I
in
was
the
young.
50s, what kind of terms did y'all have?
Nice poodle skirt.
Such a dude dropper.
Yeah, dude dropper.
Threat of nuclear war. I don't know. What's happening in the 50s?
The Red Scare.
Bomb shelter. I don't know. Now the FBI is really listening. Okay, so did you guys have like a,
I did. I had a real terrible sale.
A terrible sale of the week? Yeah, what'd you have?
$4.95, and it sold to not just a viewer, but to a podcast viewer, so I can read this.
Was it Guy Nice? Heyo.
Heyo.
Hodgepodge, Tom Thomas, and T Hodgepodge. It was a Mary Kay, wearing long wearing nail enamel.
No, enamel's the correct.
Enamel. Yeah.
$4.95 plus shipping. I was at a sale. I was on Route 21, I think, and this guy had a basket full of these things, and I was like, "Do I really want to buy this?" Because it was $5, and there's probably 50 of them in there. I'm like, that's $250 and say I'll lot up all the ones that are the same, and I'm glad I did because I think that's the last one that I have, and I've sold all 50.
Okay, so let's see if we can get this.
No idea. I can't read that, dude.
Hold on, give me a second.
Even if it was focused, I could put my glasses on.
Give me a Skibidi Riz.
Activate hot mode. Check this out, folks.
Oh my gosh, Carrie just got so hot. Yeah, there you go. You see your order earnings down there at the bottom?
0 or 4 cents?
6 cents.
6 cents.
6 cents. 6 cents. That's my pathetic sale of the week.
Yeah.
6 cents.
The kid, freaking Bruce Wayne was dead the whole time.
So what happened with that? Oh man, Carrie just looked so hot.
We probably shipped it in a big old box.
No. So it was like 2 napkin ring sets in 2 separate boxes, and I could only find one, which means I probably shipped someone the wrong thing a while back.
Of course, it's a random napkin ring.
They had spent $14.99 plus $10.42 in shipping, and when I told them I only had one, they said they'd take just the one, but they want a 50% refund. So 50% refund with shipping, because they wanted it with shipping, was like a $13 refund on a $26 order. And so I had to pay $10.42 to ship it. So anyways, my grand total was 6 cents. So.
Yeah, you're also, minus time and cost of item.
You needed to, because you want to cancel an order.
Because I had to cancel one today because I sold this. It was like Mo2 figures I sold on Dibdit, and then they sold on eBay, and so I had to cancel that today.
That's the nice thing about Dibdit, though. Like, you could cancel stuff because we're in charge.
But no, I sold it on eBay after selling it on Dibdit.
Terry, you made a Shop Commons sale. Did you ship it out?
Dude, Shop Commons is a joke. I had these freaking 235 little cars listed. And someone sends me an offer. I had it listed for $75 or something, like cheap shipping too. Free shipping, maybe. I think it was free shipping. They sent me an offer for $10 free shipping, Kevin. It's a 31-pound package. $10.
It is. It indeed is.
So I tried listing something else on there today. I'll see if it sells. It was Wii Games.
I should bump it up.
Let's see.
Terry sold a big old box.
Yeah,
right in time for the move.
Yeah, I had one more box ready. I'm just bringing it with me. I'll sell it when I get out there.
When is the carry?
I do have a hint for you. Don't list stuff on Saturdays because the slowest
I actually
days
lowered
of sales are sometimes Friday,
'Cause
Saturday, and Sunday. They're out picking.
I had been. That's a good point. I had been selling like almost to the same dude. I think almost all of them sold to the same gentleman. So that's good to know. Because if he likes what I'm doing, I'll keep making them for him.
I had to delete a bunch of things. What do you think is a good wholesale lot? 2 DVDs? Would that be a good thing to list on?
That doesn't count.
Yeah.
That's
what
not
are we
wholesale.
doing here? Like,
that is a good question.
Or how about this?
What would be the minimum number? It depends on the item. If it's something super valuable, 2 might be okay.
A 3-piece comforter set.
No, that's not wholesale.
And the pillow shot.
No, that's a one. That's a set.
I'll tell you, I listed some.
We allow that on Dibdit though. We're not as bougie.
Yeah, no, we don't allow that.
We don't actually. You're right.
I'm not convinced I'm like great at pricing bulk lots.
Yes, I agree.
I just don't know how to do it, and so
I'm aggressive. Always err towards aggression.
So what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's like 15 Wii games, and then like a controller, and then like a couple other little Wii accessories, and I priced it at $30. I don't know.
It's not bad.
One of them is like Super Mario Galaxy.
Oh wow!
Yeah, there's some good stuff in there. The Boy and His Blob and Epic Mickey or whatever, some Mickey game. There's some stuff.
Yeah, Epic Mickey's.
Most of it, the vast majority of it is like $15 to $5. But I just don't list that stuff. So
somebody will buy it now that they're hearing this. They'll go there and look. And I haven't bumped you up on the scale. See, I don't bump people up unless they list a bunch and then they can fulfill it.
Well, that car lot sold on Mercari today, so it didn't really matter that I got that offer. It sold for $80 on Mercari, and there's no fees over there. Just saying, Kevin.
You go.
0 fees on Mercari.
Well, listen, there's definitely a way to do it over there, and if you're going to list something that could sell on eBay,
I just want your thing to rub on your shirt more. Like I just love the way
I don't have my tape. I don't have my tape right here. Normally I have tape, but I'm on vacation. I didn't even bring. This is sitting up against a bunch of books right now.
Not even wearing pants.
The key to Mercari is simple. It's simple, guys. You list a lot, you forget you listed it, you sell it on a different platform, and then it will sell on Mercari.
That's actually
100% of the
Mercari order this week. Actually, what was it? I can't remember. I did cancel a Mercari order for the same reason.
Get kicked off Mercari again.
If anybody deserves it, it's Dave.
Dude, I will
sell weapons.
Those Transformers. I think I sold one for $30, that one for $90, and then another one for $50. I got that whole tote of Transformers for $10. And it was funny because I don't know if I talked about this in the show, but the guy, like, I was like, how much for this whole bin of stuff? Like, just this big laundry basket full of Transformers. And he's like, I don't know. He's like, what do you want to give me? I'm like, well, I'm going to lowball. He's like, well, you're not going to offend me. Yeah. I'm like, $10 for it all. He's like, and his son's there. And he's like, yeah, I guess. And his son's like, Dad, that's full of Transformers. And he's like, oh, that's all right. I'm like, all right. It's like his son's stuff, and he's just selling it but his son was 28 and still living with him. I think he was just kind of done. He's like, I don't care. Move out if you don't like it, kid.
Yeah, no, 28's a perfectly normal time to be at home with your parents.
What does that feel like, waking up in the morning at 28, living with your mom?
And not having bills, it's amazing. Yeah. I was 28. I was going to the shop, dude.
Lot of money, though.
Oh no,
right.
No,
you didn't.
That's stupid. No, but I was running. I was investing. I was running a shop. That was about the time I started my first shop. Actually,
he was in school till he was 26.
That's true. That is valid. Yeah.
I didn't graduate till I just had turned 27. Yeah, I turned 27 like a week or two after I graduated.
So you did the Mormon mission before college, right?
I did 1 year of college. Usually you go before college. Now it's 18, but it was
19. Why those BYU players are like 36.
So I went 19 to 21, and so I did 1 year of college before.
What college did you go to?
University of Utah. Go Utes, best school ever.
Okay. Is that the best school ever? Is that true?
No, not even close. But I like it because I went there.
Did you join the Skulls?
I was in Institute, which is a Mormon
Yale,
thing.
I think.
Yeah, they don't let University of Utah students in the Skulls or in the Crimson
Crimson
Club
or
whatever.
Creek? Pacey from
Dawson's
Pacey.
Creek. He was Charlie Conway in Mighty Ducks 2. He's in it. Like, I keep getting ads. I don't really know what it's about, but he's like in a new TV show, and he's like a hot doctor on a cruise. So there's that.
You should.
Dude, he's
watch
aged
it.
pretty well. Like exactly opposite of us three. Like he's done really well.
I'm aging like a old Bud Light.
Like in the last year, I
guess.
feel like just mold growing.
Well, because they say wine ages well and beer doesn't.
I thought I found something I said the other day that it was like I looked at it and it was like a painter's hat. You know how those are like the cloth ones are different, but it was an all over painter's hat, Mighty Ducks hat, and I was like, oh, sweet. And I pulled it out and it was a kid's hat.
Yes, so I think I know which one,
but it was still cool when I still bought it.
Oh, I'm looking at it. It is cool. I'm looking at it on the internet right now. It's the cartoon though, not the movie, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's still that's a nice hat. Yep. Carrie is like not even a Ducks fan big enough to watch the cartoon, which is just shameful.
Dude, if you looked at my Instagram on my cards channel today, I found my old Ducks mask, the cartoon one, and I was wearing it.
Kevin, did you comp that hat?
No, I haven't looked at it at all.
Bro, I think it's worth a lot.
$1.50. It's a kid's hat.
Yeah, see, this is me. Look, this is like believe it or not. Believe it or not, this is me packing up stuff to move.
That's worth $6, Kev.
Yeah, well, that's what I said. It's a kid's hat. I was disappointed. It was a kid's hat.
This is a bad pick.
You could be a $6 heir. Is that like a millionaire?
Yeah, but time and gas.
I'm not leaving that.
He lost money
or whatever. I'm not leaving it. I'm not leaving it. It's too cool.
Carrie, I am looking forward to you being here and telling me which restaurants I should be eating at, because I know you and Dawn are like little restaurateurs. You know, you're gonna try everything. We love it. So.
That's one thing I hate is picking out somewhere to eat. Nobody in my family.
I know Carrie's gonna become a pro. He's gonna go to more restaurants in the surrounding towns in the first month than I've ever been to, and I'm looking forward to it.
We just found out our favorite like Indian place from Utah moved to Vegas like 3 months ago. We just found that out.
Oh, really?
And so we went the other day, and it was
Was it as good? A lot of times when they transplant them, they're not as good.
St. George, the worst. Layton, Utah. Northern Utah, the best. This was in the middle. So,
okay.
If you need to know. Red Fort. If you're in Vegas, go to Red Fort. Or in Utah, go to Red Fort. It's amazing.
So what is your picking strategy going to be when you get down here as far as like
I am going to shadow you. I'm going to shadow you, and when I see you reach, I'm going to just jump.
That's fair. That's fair.
Just wait for Dave to say, Carrie, you should buy this.
Yeah.
That's really kind of like half of it. Like when I went
see what Don's brought back.
That's what Kevin does that with me too. He's like, Carrie, you should pick this up.
Are you in a 2-bedroom apartment or a 3-bedroom apartment currently?
Three. Yeah, but the kids used to be in this room. They moved out. So.
Carrie, have you scouted out the card shops around right where you're going to live?
Dave,
somewhat close?
Dave doesn't get credit for being a good friend as much as he should. Like last time we went there, he like had shops for me to check out, and I already know some. All because of Dave, and Dave doesn't even know anything about cards. So.
But they're not super. They're not super duper close to where he's moving. I will say this. I mean, he's gonna have to.
How far is Ocala from where I am?
Ocala.
Isn't that one you were telling me about?
The one. Well, okay. So the
one that we went to with Dawn. Yeah,
that was Ormond Beach.
How far is that?
I'll tell you.
You need to find him.
I'm fine with 30 minutes. I drive like 35 minutes to 702.
Might be a little further than that.
Find one close to Brown's. Find one close to Webster, and then he'll get up and go to those places because he knows he can then go to the shops at the end of the day.
Oh, yeah.
K&T, it's 35 minutes.
I'm used to that. That's literally about the same as me to get to 702 right now.
And how often do you go to 702?
Like once a week, or once every 10 days.
If you go to the card shop, how many like card videos do you get?
At least one, and then a couple TikToks if I'm.
And
focused.
how many cards do you generally buy?
Gosh, hundreds sometimes.
And would you say like so? If you this is interesting. I'm getting to the flipping part. So if you spend. What do you spend, like $100 a week there?
I've been spending, like when I go to the card shop, I mean, it used to be 100. Like now I'll spend like $400 to $600 when I go in.
So with your skills, does that turn into $1,000? Does it turn into $1,500 like on average? What is it become?
I mean, it depends. Cause like right now I'm trying to.
The video does.
Yeah. Well, the video is.
No, forget the video. I'm saying just the card flip.
It's really interesting because right now I've been doing the focus on whatnot, and there's some big hits like that one I sold for 43 cost me 16, but I literally had cards I spent like 20 on that went for 7. So it's tough sometimes. So I'm making
you're doing
money.
The Dave flipping method. You're just losing.
No, I'm trying to build, but no, I think I'm making overall with the content. I'm making a profit for sure.
Well, no. Okay, so let me phrase it differently then. Forget what your weird dumb thing you're doing
also,
is now. If you were to put them all on eBay, would you turn it from 400 into 600?
I would turn it to 400 to at least I would say 600 to 800 in general.
Yeah,
it also depends on the day you're at a card shop. Like there's days where you could spend 100 and make 1,000. There's days when you spend 400 and you make 5. But the problem is I got to do weekly auctions. I got to have
days
like
where you can spend 100 and make 30K.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just cards are different and more difficult, and with me trying there is a lot of that with the pack opening and stuff. But like the whole key to me is like when I get out there and I start doing more buy it now listings, because I'm trying all these different sites, seeing what works, trying all sorts of different stuff.
Dave, what's the update on the Uncle Dave's garage sale? Are we doing this thing or what?
Yeah,
what's
I think we're gonna do it. November 17th at noon. It's a Sunday. At noon. I'm really just getting off the whole entire normal garage sale schedule at this point. I don't want it to be huge, right? I just want.
Why don't you do it at 1 so I can be there?
Oh, that's true. So yeah, noon on Sunday, we're gonna start it, and I'm gonna open up the container, and I'm gonna bring more stuff, and I think Mike will probably have stuff to sell. I don't know if Rod will be there, but I think
Mike bought it.
Mike might have more stuff to sell. He buys though. He's gonna buy more.
Do you think it's gonna trip you out, like when we're talking at like noon, and it's actually noon your time, and it's not like because like you're not gonna expect that from me?
It might be.
Kerry, you should do better off coming across country at least for a few days.
No, my goal is to try
wait,
to like.
It's the worst. Wait a minute, it's worse. Yeah,
I'm gonna do the whole. I think the minute I get there, I'm totally changing. I'm putting a cold plunge bath in the back.
Ooh.
I'm sleeping 4 hours a day. I'm waking up to Alex Hermosi just telling me to eat raw meat or whatever he tells people to do.
Hey, Dave, I got a cooking channel you should watch.
Okay, wait, I gotta leave and come back.
Okay. That's great. I'm sure the locker room wishes that would have occurred.
Exactly.
He talked like the majority. He was complaining about me talking all the time. Did you watch that podcast?
No, I watched almost all of it. Yeah, there was parts I skipped because they were talking too much. I told you I'd come back.
Were you worried?
We were a little scared.
My mic is doing this weird thing and leaving and coming back fixes it. So what's the cooking channel I need to watch?
It's Justin Wilson.
Okay.
Justin Wilson. I think you should imitate his style when you do.
You should take his stuff.
Can
I just do my style, Kevin?
Justin Wilson Southern Products LLC. And you can watch these. I used to watch him when I was a kid with my grandparents. So he's funny.
Dude, he looks a little.
Oh my gosh!
Older.
He looks like a young Kevin.
Kevin watched him when he was a kid, and this guy was also a kid. Actually, same age.
You will. I bet some people out there have seen.
Oh wait, it started.
That looks like an ad. Crap. It looks like an ad.
You should watch.
Look at this guy. Literally, who do you expect Kevin to be watching cooking videos? This is the exact person.
Yeah.
Look at this.
It looks like Brandon. It looks like CVA thrift.
He has the KFC tie. He's got the Colonel Sanders tie.
The Cajun cooker, man. This guy's funny. He's dead, but
I released a non-keto recipe, by the way, on my cooking channel.
Yeah. Look, there's a 17-year-old video on here.
He died in like 1962.
No, he couldn't have died then. I was watching him.
Kevin, you didn't hear that, but I released a non-keto video.
And how did it do?
Horrible. I lost subscribers.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did. I'm down 3 on it. They're like, this isn't keto. This guy's an idiot.
What if you like ballooned up 100 pounds? Do you think you could still pull off the keto stuff?
Yeah,
people
because
are like, man, if this is what keto does to you.
Yeah, I'm pursuing keto, and that's I like keto a little bit. I try it from time to time. I go into like these phases of keto. But yeah, that's what they want me to cook.
Your channel would drive me bonkers, dude.
By the way, shout out
9K, 79K, 6K. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Isn't it crazy?
It's like whiplash,
it's all over
bro.
the place, yeah.
Speaking of,
I'm not subscribed. I should probably subscribe.
I got to shout out Chad Juice, who is down from 500 pounds to 240 pounds.
That's wild.
That's impressive.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Although he did say something that made me like,
he lost 7 Commonwealth pickers.
I don't know about that.
Wait, what did he say, Ken?
He said, I'd rather, it was a Saturday Morning Post or something, and he said, that sounded funny, Saturday Morning Post. And he said, I'm working out and
emphatically did not.
Garage sales, and he loves garage sales. He also sold a, what's that NES that he sold? Whatever.
Oh, wow. That
okay.
went nowhere. That went nowhere.
You know,
That was full steam into a brick wall.
I have a question, Kevin.
You know Little Samson, NES?
Yes.
You ever heard of that?
Samson.
Yeah.
He was the horse that died in Parks and
He
Recreation.
was the guy you fought in Punch-Out. Yeah. Kevin.
Yeah, he was.
Glass Samson.
Was it Glass Samson? Kevin,
Glass Joe, right?
Why did you want to start the podcast early? What's going on later tonight? What time does the
the festivities
baby oil come out? Like, what's...
Well, my wife said, "Do you want to watch something on
when
TV
does
tonight?"
the freak off
told
begin?
me what it was. Gosh, I just enjoy a day with my family. You know, that's all.
Yeah,
we're going to Dollywood tomorrow, Dave.
I'm a little jelly. Tomorrow I'm going to clean
and
Carrie's
they have
house more.
what's his name? Who's the Guy Fieri's restaurant? What's that thing called?
Guy Fieri. His name's
Guy Fieri's restaurant.
Else, I think. Any rate, he's
is it the
chicken?
The chicken fast food joint? He's got one of those in Orlando. Yeah.
No.
Well,
I've been to a burger one of his once.
Yeah, he's got a lot of restaurants. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm. That's where Dave's going. Like, I'm waiting for you to bleach your hair at some point, just the top or the beard. You have to choose one. One has to stay normal. One has to get bleached.
I think I'm going to do the beard, but I'm going to turn it into a goatee first.
You should braid the goatee, though. Kind of like you're in like a new metal band in 2001.
You do flip the world and shave the head and put the tattoo on it.
Kevin, did you pull up like comments of the week? Normally you have like comments and you're just really...
I have a thrift.
No place to put my computer, so...
Can I tell a flip the world story that just happened to me organically?
Tell it.
You get arrested?
No, but this is a good story, especially since somebody... Let me just explain this to you. So a year and a half ago or so before Thanksgiving, Chris sent us like postcards where he's pretty much naked with a Thanksgiving pie upon his unit. And it's sexy on the thing. And for some reason, I had a book of cards, and I put that postcard in the back of the cards, like in between the plastic, just because it was funny. And then it was in the back of a Yu-Gi-Oh card binder that I bought. And I gave my stepdaughter's boyfriend that Yu-Gi-Oh card binder the other day without turning it around to see that the sexy Flip the World guy was on the back half naked. And then like about 3 minutes later, he comes over to me. He's like, "What the heck is this, man? This is awesome."
What happened to those reselling calendars they used to do?
Yeah, I was in one of those. I was, yeah.
That was our buddy. He was on a podcast.
Yeah.
Think of it. Well, how come
they couldn't top it now? They couldn't top it.
Baldy
Pal. They couldn't top it. It was done. How could you do it better?
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like some of Heck and Steve's people actually ended up in our comments from last week's episode, which, awesome. By the way, was a number 1 out of 10, and the key was to just have Carrie leave. So,
yeah, people they weren't super interested, but marginally.
They were enough to give us a 1 out of 10. So, like, you can tell there's new people discovering it. Like Tedler said, 3 people constantly talking over each other for extra exposure.
I love that. I love when people just discover us. It's so off-putting.
What's y'all's opinion on the crybaby Feely Fleeper? It's another comment, which is definitely a Heck and Steve viewer.
Should we talk about it?
Nah, yeah, he's fine. This episode, I learned that Kevin is definitely a billionaire. I got tired of hearing him play with his gold coins the entire show, and Carrie has flaming hemorrhoids.
Yes,
I don't remember talking about that, but
no, but they could see it in the video. They keep moving around.
Yeah. What podcast and intro did this actually happen? Thank you for the help. Oh, Reseller Locker Room podcast that aired. Oh, they're talking about our context. We don't give context for these.
There's no context or context clues in this podcast, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, look, somebody heard my joke that you guys just totally glossed over.
Which one?
It's good to not have, knives and stuff around wieners. Underappreciated joke from Kevin.
What's
you don't even remember the joke, see? You didn't even hear it.
I don't get it.
Here we go. We're getting political here.
Inappropriate.
Thrifty veteran, teach your kids taxation is theft and to withdraw consent. Problem solved. There you go. Don't pay your taxes, Dave.
Carrie, do you consent?
I'm not an accountant.
Do you consent? You're moving here. Do you consent to what? Just do you consent? Just say yes. Just say yes.
To Florida.
Say
yes.
Yeah. Just
yes.
into everything.
All right, Florida, you heard it here first. Carrie consents.
I have consented.
It's a blanket consent.
Send the gators. Send the meth heads.
I'm just sending autographs. You guys apply it to whatever documents
Carrie
you need.
has consented.
Thrifted Spirit says, I give Carrie 6 weeks, then it'll be Don and Dave at yard sales.
Wait,
guys, people underestimate.
Who said that, Kevin?
Thrifted Spirit.
This segment is sponsored by Thrifted Spirit.
Thrifted Spirit.
Check out Kevin's.
He also said he lived out of a car for a little bit.
We should do this. We should do this. We should sponsor out each one of our little Brady squares.
Kevin, what else do you have to say about Thrifted Spirit, which your square is now sponsored by?
He said, I lived out of my
Isn't
car
it a
for a
she?
bit. Thrifted Spirit is I believe that's right. She. That's correct.
Okay.
She comments on every one of my videos. I should know this. And it's got a great icon.
Please,
too.
Kevin.
The icon's on your screen and you haven't noticed it yet.
No, that's not the one on. I mean, that's an icon.
It's Thrifted Spirit.
That's what other icon is it? Another person that's named Thrifted Spirit?
The one I have is like this. It's got both.
Oh, whatever. I think I made that one. I think I made that one on ChatGPT.
Lived out of my car for a bit. Maybe it's a 1977 thing. Kevin got annoyed and had to get nicotine. Just not annoyance. That's just. Anyway.
I don't know.
Kevin, were you one of those kids back in the 80s that were like hitting the cigarette machines with your fist and then going and playing like, I don't know, like TMNT, like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game or something? Were you one of those kids?
No. Okay. TMNT.
So you weren't cool.
The Turtles were a little bit after my time, believe it or not. My cousin, I remember my cousin Travis, he would play with those. And I was just...
Where were you?
I mean,
like Pac-Man? Were you just like Burger Time all day?
In arcades?
Yeah.
Oh, I did I don't know, Contra and...
Contra's so
what
good.
Else?
Up, down, down, A, B, A, B.
Game. That was,
there
were some good ones.
I rewatched
Double Dragon.
the Pixels
Double
movie.
Dragon was good.
I rewatched the Pixels movie, Carrie.
Let's talk about it.
It wasn't great. It's all right. It was better than the first time.
You heard it. Let's turn this into a short, like a 7-second short. I watched the Pixels movie. It wasn't great. Awesome.
Linda said Kevin did not fail. He is the star of the show. Fail what? Did we say he failed? We don't even know what we say about him. Let alone
Linda, one of Kevin's many what do you call them? Sycophants?
Sycophants, yeah. You know, the best comment right below that comment though is signed Kevin's mom.
Signed Kevin's mom.
Saint, y'all be nice.
Patty, right? Isn't there a name?
She's
Patty?
Supporting you.
Patty,
yeah, Patty is the bomb. Okay, so listen, I think that. Oh wait, yeah, that's the only uncle, or what's not Uncle Steve? Heckin' Steve, Uncle Steve and Heckin' Steve. Are they the same person?
Ooh,
Find out
related?
next week. I don't see any more comments from his people though. I was trying, Kevin. You said there was more.
From who? No, I saw
people.
a comment. No, I saw one comment from Heckin' Steve himself. Unless it was
asking us to do his research.
Yeah, he said, "I hear you guys talk about me on here. Where's that at? I want to hear, dude. Over the last 100 episodes, you've been mentioned.
You've got roughly 200 hours to search through.
Yeah,
you got to do your research.
Constant commentary. Well, we comment. Listen, we're really a lot of people on his comments. By the way, guys, I see you. Are in our comments, and you guys are saying some horrible things about other resellers. By the way,
yes,
we see you.
Yeah, save it for the people who deserve it.
Someone literally told him. Someone in our comments told him to go after Kevin.
They did.
Yes. They would. Hey, look. Hey, like I said, there's a place for entertainment.
Yeah, I could come up with 7 videos off the top of my head about Kevin. 7.
It'd be really easy with Kevin. Yeah.
Really easy.
Yeah. I would do the one where he, one of the millions where he's donating money for a show to just anyone or anything or whatever it is that can get him credit here on Earth.
I like the one where he randomly did an 18-minute ad for like the solar panel unit thing.
Oh, that was so boring.
That was really bad. That wasn't like disingenuous. That was just
bad.
Not good content.
Listen, when somebody pays me money, I want to do it right.
Well,
not like
you should have done it right.
Literally mails it in. I mean, it's so sad. I did bad phone for these people. You mail these things in. I'm like, that is such a bad. I
did phone it in a little bit on a recent ad, but listen, I finally got an ad deal. The key to getting ad deals for me was to just not do picking content and do a completely different subgenre.
Yeah, because what did you do? It's like who wants to advertise on picking
for
content?
Cooking Daddy has been getting a lot of ad deals.
Upside loves it. Upside loves me. They're like, oh, people
Dude,
love
their
this.
ads are funny to me because they're like, top earners on Get Upside earn up to $300 a month, and I'm like, well, that's
not very motivational.
It's not very
what about the
motivational.
bottom
Like,
earners?
yeah, that means
pennies?
that means most are earning like $5.
That sounds like allegedly like Tupperware or like one of those MLMs. It's like there's 3 people making a lot of money, and then there's a lot of people buying all their stuff from them.
Nothing. Yeah,
I've been doing Upside for over 2 years, and I don't make anywhere near that, so I'm not a top earner, but I've made over 500. Like
in
probably
3
over
years.
600 in 2 years.
3 years.
Over 600.
How much time have you invested in it?
Right, like none. It doesn't take much time.
Mailed it in.
But at your age, you have to put on your little spectacles and find the app and
spectacles, testicles, wallet.
Honey,
and watch.
where do I get to the app store?
Actually, it's not good. I don't know what it is. I hate it.
You don't even know what the code is for your Upside?
Well, they have 2 different ones because
I know the code for Kevin's Upside.
They give you a code for the one that they sponsor your ads with, so you don't get any money for that code. And then I have another one that I actually use because Eric turned me on to it, so I used his code. So he makes money on it when I use it.
Did we do sale of the week, or was that the whole like secret sale? I think
that was the sale of the week that we
did.
That
might,
but that's not my biggest sale of the week.
Vacation.
But the sale of the week doesn't imply necessarily that it's monetary.
Let's do biggest
it could be emotional.
Let's do
I think
biggest
that
sale.
Was my biggest sale.
I don't know what my biggest sale is. I don't
what
want
was
to
your
share
sale?
it.
190. That was a pretty good sale. Good job, buddy. Good job.
Churritos look good right now.
What, that's my video. You looking at my video?
I did, yeah. Let me look. I got to do research now.
We're just about ready to sell a charity auction.
Huh?
Heck and Steve can rip on that. I put all 3 in them in, number 1, 2, 3 together, and it's like over $89. But it's going to Samaritan's Purse.
Heck and Steve, if you're still here, I mean, this is gold for you.
Yeah, sold a
Harry, guys, timestamp this and send it to Heck and Steve on his next video. Commonwealth Picker literally sells plush enemas to his viewers and lies to them and tells them that it's going to make their eBay store sell better. Do a video about that, the Eneman.
Gosh, he just replaced snake oil with just enemas,
He's made thousands of dollars on plush enemas. Thousands. He said it on these episodes. If you go back and watch all 160
it would be motivational if it wasn't so off-putting.
Is available on discount on dibdit.com.
So listen, one of my best sales last week, I've had better sales today. One of my best sales last week was a gift from Mike, the Death Pile Picker, that he sent me. Like 3 years ago, he sent me a care package.
I got to complain about Mike. So
is it inappropriate to now sell the gifts
do enough
he gave
for
me?
you, Kevin?
Isn't it inappropriate to
sell the gifts he's given me 3 years? It's been 3 years.
3 years? No, like that's
totally you got to give it like 3 days minimum.
56 Harry Potter house. Like a Harry Potter
3 years?
House.
It can't
2
be
years?
3 years.
2 years?
Was it at 127?
No, it was like a Christmas. He sent it right after 127.
Like he just wanted
that first.
So
time
he
we met
shared.
him,
So he gave you a gift just as a friend and stuff, and then you're going to sell it.
And I sold it. Yeah, $73.
You sold it.
When you give a gift to a reseller, you have to.
You have to know.
You have to be specific and tell them you are not allowed to sell this, because if you don't say that, then everything's fair game.
Jesse at yesterday's Fits got me an autograph from a guy who's on the Bulls. He was a first-round pick this year, Matas Bazoulis. He was playing in Vegas, and he specifically told me not to sell it. So I just carry it around now.
In a couple weeks.
No, I'm not. I feel bad. I'm not going to do it.
But
I might.
So here's my complaint about Mike. I bought because I'm a little low on inventory, although I'm not now. I got more. I had good garage sales. I did whatever, but he's moving. So, he came up, he wanted to do the card show on Dibdit, which he did. And he comes up with a trailer full of stuff, and he gives me the price. I didn't even look at it, and I paid him the money. And he says, if you find anything, worth $300, you got to pay me more. I'm like, well, wait a minute.
I just got a Supply Hut affiliate order, guys. Woohoo! I'm never getting that money.
And they're not getting full size boxes. Oh, jeez.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So yeah, the fact that he had a contingency on his deal with you. I mean, you signed the contract, bro. Well, Carrie consented. You remember, anytime anything happens on the show, remember Carrie has consented.
Do you know how many times you just tell me you've done stuff on the
show
already?
It happens in Florida.
Carrie's gonna wake up and I'm gonna be spooning him. You consented. Sorry.
I got a favorite sale.
I'm always little spoon.
Listen to this. This is the power of lotting things together. Dwight Yoakam cassette, not worth anything. I put 7 of them together, sold for $19.
So 7 items. Shipping. So 7 things that were not worth anything.
Yes, correct? And you put them
sold
together.
For $19.
Something. Yeah. That's right.
Because it was you, or
Tell us
because
more
it was...
about Dwight Yoakam, Kevin.
Yeah.
Dwight Yoakam's got the...
You love Dwight
awesome,
Yoakam.
man. Hey, speaking of... Oh, dude, don't do that to me. Wait a minute. He's actually in concert, Dave. Listen, the Mavericks and Dwight Yoakam, I might come a couple days early to go to that concert down there.
Who is Dwight
right up the
Yoakam?
road.
Who is that?
You don't know who Dwight Yoakam is?
No.
Guitars
is he
and
related
Cadillacs?
to... What? No, nothing.
Tina knows.
What are you
Tina
talking
knows.
about?
He's
You don't know who
related to
Dwight Yoakam is?
Merle Yoakam.
Kevin, we are millennials.
I actually
We're not
listened
from
to
the
some Yoakam
50s.
stuff because Kevin told me to.
Bakersfield Sound, Dave. Bakersfield Sound.
What's
I'm
that?
watching
Like
the
big
clock this
band?
time. You're not
Is that
doing
big
this to
band
me.
music?
No, that's Glenn Miller. I love Glenn Miller.
The lineman for the county?
Did they ever
that's
find him,
not-
by the way?
Glenn
Did they ever
Campbell.
find him?
Did
Dwight
they find Glenn
Yoakam.
Miller?
Okay, Dwight Yoakam.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, Dwight Yoakam. You don't know
He is
Dwight?
68 years old.
Yeah,
And he
Bakersfield
is known
Sound.
for, literally the name of the song is Guitars and Cadillacs. Cadillacs, okay.
The album too. I believe.
Guitars and catalytic converters?
And it looks like he was famous in the 80s when I was 4, Kevin. I was 4.
He was famous past that. Buck Owens, the Buck Owens.
But is he country?
Bakersfield
Is he
Sound.
country?
California country.
Okay, but I lived
So
in
not so like you,
Connecticut,
not
New
country.
England. There was no country in the house in New
No,
England.
Bakersfield,
Fake
Merle
country.
Haggard. Forget it. This good stuff.
Oh, Carrie's name is Soda Butt City Biscuit. That's
Yeah,
I
Soda
can see
Butt
it down
City
below.
Biscuit.
Did you
Yeah,
Did you like the name I picked for their show?
Yeah.
Both their defunct members.
I was
you
going to do
missed one.
soda, soda
forgot
butt. I
540
think
Flakes.
soda butt
Yeah.
City Biscuit's good because sometimes they do have
540
soda butt.
soda butts. Yeah, you should have thrown them all in.
So I had a chandelier, an antique 1920 chandelier. That
Who's
I
next?
had at
Can we
the
talk
yard
about
sale.
that? Who's next
Who's
to
going
go?
next?
Who's going next? I think it's going to be Chris.
You got to add somebody.
Yeah,
because
because he's a good reseller, so he'll probably.
Yeah,
go.
why would he
Death
bother?
File's going on their show. Death
He should
File's
stay
going
on it.
there.
He should stay on it. I told him to live there forever. That's his home. Those are his people.
No, Mike. No, I don't. I'm gonna be interested to watch that one though. I gotta say, it'll be funny.
So I've got an antique lamp, 1920s crystal lamp, a chandelier, actually, not a lamp, a chandelier. I think you guys
The one you
remember.
put together,
Yeah, and I forgot
took
to
it
measure it. I
apart,
forgot to
and
measure it.
Forgot to measure it. Yes, we've
And
heard.
so
this.
I had it listed for 500 because I couldn't really comp it. It was like one of a kind. I couldn't find anything exactly like it, so I just randomly picked $500. Over time, I've dropped it down to $350, and I got an offer for $175 today. Would you
And
take
you
it?
took it. You took it.
Would you take it?
Is it packed?
Yes, it's all
Like
packed up.
packed, like ready to go. It's not gonna break.
No, but it's in a Tupperware over here. It's not.
So it's
packed
not
up,
packed.
No.
So it's
How long will
unpacked.
it take you to pack it? Yeah, yes, Dave. I think I'd take it.
Probably.
How
20
much you pay?
minutes.
Not that it matters, but
I
how
paid
much did you
30.
pay?
30.
Are you going to make sure you pack it right?
Yeah.
I think
I've never shipped one before. What's
take it.
right? Send me Dawn. Dawn can pack this for me.
There you
Can
go.
you wait?
Give
Can you
Don
wait till we
50
get
bucks
there?
To pack it, and then
Dude, probably. I have a really long handling time. In one of the podcasts, I think it was Locker Room, they were saying they hate people with super long handling times. And I'm like, that's me.
How long is your handling time?
I think 3 or 4 days.
Oh wow, mine's only 2, and I think that's too much.
I just love that, like, so often I can go on there and, like, I'll have not been paying attention to what sold or anything, and they'll be like, oh, yeah, you don't have to ship that till next Monday, and it's, like, Thursday. I'm like, yeah.
Dude, I was back when I was doing the shipping. I knew because I was in Utah, so I knew I had till 1 a.m. the day that it was due, and I'd still be late. I'd be packaging
Carrie
at
would,
like
like, print out the
1:05
label and
a.m.
not ship
Oh
it.
no, I would usually ship it, but I was printing out sometimes like 10 labels because I knew it was going to take me another 2 or 3 hours to ship. Because I sold a lot of stuff, folks.
Everything that sold on Friday was due date was October 30th. So that's
Yeah,
like
so I was just going to
5
say
days.
Saturday's not a business day. So
Yeah.
if you do 3 days and you sell on Thursday, you can actually ship on Tuesday.
Isn't that crazy? It's really wonderful. I love it. It makes me so happy.
Then if you did that, Dave, you could literally take, if you sold a bunch, you could film 2. I do this sometimes where I have enough on Monday. I film 2 videos on Monday and
I've
then I
done that
don't film
before.
again.
We can tell.
Yeah, we can tell you're phoning it in, Kevin. We can.
Yeah, we
tell.
could see. It's usually the second
Phoning
one
it
you're
in.
phoning in.
If there's 40 sales, I'm not going to do a 40 sale
Oh.
video.
How much did you sell last week, Kevin? We like to do that little
I
segment.
was on
too.
vacation, Dave.
Oh,
Again?
excuses.
I had a
How many
$35
vacations do you
day.
take?
Did you need a break from the break?
Oh
Listen,
my gosh!
I did that Dibdit thing with Mike, and I wanted
You
to
did
help
one
him
show
out.
on Dibdit
And
that
you
Mike
did
mostly
half
did.
The
One
sales
show?
I did on Dibdit.
Oh,
There
you
was
did 2 days of
2 days of sales. I went over I had 3 different sales one day and 3 different sales the next day. Although those I didn't do. Mike did the
That's
last
like a grand
2.
total of 6 hours of work.
We should add a tier to Patreon where Kevin does his auction with you on Dibdit for $50.
Yeah,
because they'd probably make $50
and
extra.
then no. But the only catch is he can only do his items.
If you haven't been watching, I've been doing it for free.
I've been co-streaming for free as well.
Yes,
with
hey, speaking
Brandon.
of Dave, I need to have a.
Hey, Bodega Finds. I think this is the first time I've ever motivated you on a video. I think. I have a really bad memory, so it could be like the 5th time for all I know, but I feel like it's the first time. So let's do something a little wild. How about I sincerely just talk to you? Sincerely try to motivate you. Have a real motivational discussion. Wouldn't that be really interesting? Just me and you talking about what it takes. What it takes. I think this could be something that I could do. I could really just get down to brass tacks with you. Talk about the things that you can do to motivate and just get to that next level and that level. And then the one after, there's a lot of different levels. I think since it's your first time getting a motivation from me, that seems only fair. You can do it. Hey, Mike Camparelli. You're in Vegas. I'm in Vegas. Do you feel the energy, man? This is the city of lights or Paris? One of the two. I'm not sure. There is a Paris here, apparently. I don't go to the Strip that much. Being a local, you stay away from that because the parking sucks. But we're both here, man. We've hung out already. We're going to hang out again. And you have paid me to motivate you, man. And I don't know if you're a person that particularly needs motivation, if you think about it. You came from New York all the way to Vegas to hang out with me and other people, with Archie, everybody. Dude, that takes a lot of motivation. You're doing a really, really good job. You even wrote like a 17-verse song for me, which was pretty cool. And Don, we both appreciated it. You and Don obviously have a really strong connection. It's making me feel a little weird, but I respect it. I respect you. Dude, you're awesome. You know that. And look at me being sincere, and it's making me feel awkward. But, keep working hard, man. You've been an electrician, I think, for, a majority of your life, and now you're doing this, and you're going to continue to be successful. Just focus on what you love, man. Do what you enjoy. And look at that, man. Before I leave Vegas, giving you a little sincerity.